Audio Jungle.
Hey guys, I'm Buki and you're watching #Lastweek, the show that takes all the top trending stories from social media and brings it to you in one spot. What was trending last week? Trump's lawyer, Michael Cohen, Mark Zuckerberg, and Puffins. Up first, what do you say when you hear of another scandal at the White House? Where is Olivia Pope when you need her? Last week, President Trump's lawyer and alleged fixer Michael Cohen's office was raided by the FBI on behalf of Robert Mueller. According to NPR, it was not immediately clear why investigators targeted Cohen, but Cohen's lawyer said the raids followed the referral of Mueller. The New York Times, which first reported the raid, said that it does not appear as though the Cohen search was directly linked to the Russian investigation, but possible bank fraud. Cohen has admitted he paid adult film actress Stormy $130,000 just weeks before the 2016 election. Cohen's attorney, Stephen Ryan, argued the FBI had overstepped its bounds in seizing privileged communications between Cohen and his clients. In reaction to the raid, President Trump went on the offensive, calling it a disgraceful situation. It's a total witch hunt. When I saw this, when I heard about it, that is a whole new level of unfairness. In a briefing to reporters before a meeting with national security advisors on the Syrian crisis, President Trump put most of the blame on Mueller and Attorney General Jeff Sessions, calling Mueller and his team the most biased group of people, and stating the whole reason for this mess is because of Jeff Sessions, a Trump appointee who recused himself from the Russia investigation in the first place, stating he certainly should have let us know if he was going to recuse himself, and we would have put a different Attorney General in. In response to whether he would fire Mueller, Trump gave his often used "we'll see what happens" response. What do you say the next time someone likes your picture on Facebook? Thanks, Caimbridge Analytica. Facebook founder and CEO Mark Zuckerberg was grilled by Congress last week on the details, pitfalls, and shortcomings of the billion-dollar company on the use of user data unknowingly collected by a third party. The company, whose business model is based on profiting from user data and advertisements, landed in hot water when it was discovered that close to 2 billion users, that's billions with a B, 87 million in the US, so that probably means you too, information had been collected by a third-party company called Caimbridge Analytica. The data was collected under the ruse of a personality quiz. Zuckerberg was grilled by both the House and the Senate, who asked him tough questions on the misuses and missteps Facebook has come across since its inception. According to The Guardian, Zuckerberg's continued his strategy of deflecting questions and downplaying what Facebook does, but his feigned ignorance of the core technology that made Facebook into the business that it is today simply does not hold water. The overall impression was that for all of Zuckerberg's assurances that the targeted advertising is aligned with Facebook's social mission, the company has no interest in the general public actually knowing and understanding the extent of its ability to track users and amass data profiles of them. Almost every time he mentioned the control Facebook gives users over their content, he was avoiding answering a question about information that Facebook collects about users without their knowledge. And there's more, according to Wired magazine. Cambridge Analytica could also have accessed the private inbox messages of some of those affected. Facebook slipped this previously undisclosed detail into the notifications that began appearing at the top of newsfeeds last Monday. Facebook buried the disclosure in the details about what information was compromised. It's unclear whether the company's shareholders will call for Zuckerberg's resignation. For one, he holds a majority share of the company, and stock prices of Facebook have since gone up since Zuckerberg's testimony. And what do you say when you can't take another scandal or data breach for this week? Show me a cute animal meme ASAP. Jamie Dunning, an ornithologist affiliated with the University of Nottingham, recently discovered that Atlantic puffins' beaks light up when placed under UV light. He told Sarah Smelly of CBC News it was sort of discovered by accident, but almost certainly it's attractive to those birds. They must be able to see it, that's the only reason why it would exist. According to Smithsonian.com, why puffins have glowing beaks is another question entirely. Puffins have the ability to see UV wavelengths, which are invisible to humans. This means other puffins can likely spot the fluorescent beaks in normal daylight conditions. And puffins aren't the only animals that can glow in the dark. Scorpions, millipedes, and and some tree frogs have this fantastic and phenomenal feature. More testing has to be done on living puffins to make it a concrete discovery. They now need to test puffins when they're caught for tagging. But the best part about this whole story is to protect the puffins' eyes from damaging UV radiation. Dunning had sunglasses made for the birds, some of which are aviators. Of course. All right, hashtaggers, it was another trending week on social media. Hashtag Stormy aftermath. Remember when I told you guys that the aftermath of Stormy Daniels' testimony after the Anderson Cooper interview on 60 Minutes wasn't seen yet? I think we're seeing it now with this Cohen raid. Robert Mueller knows what he's doing. Cohen wasn't even on the map before Stormy Daniels came out about this $130,000 payout. And since then, 2 other women have come out and said they were also paid some hush money. So I think Robert Mueller is going to use this bank fraud charge to twist his arm into testimony against President Trump. But I'm just speculating. I want to hear from you guys, though. How many scandals can this White House take? Because as far as I'm counting, woo, too many. Hashtag, are we all going back to Twitter? This Facebook debacle has got us all shook. We don't know where our information is, what it's being used for, and where are we going to go now for our social media? Facebook is the biggest. Mark Zuckerberg, shame on you for that. You knew what was going on, didn't you? And the whole I'm going to play ignorant, I'll give it to you. You played it well in Congress, but we're on to you. But we want to hear from you guys. Are you going to lease Facebook? And do you think you're going to leave Instagram as well? Is that next on the data breach train because Facebook owns Instagram? Hashtag please no Instagram. No Instagram. Hashtag glow in the dark. We don't really cover stories like this on this show. We're busy covering scandals and data breaches and OMG moments and Lord Jesus, what happened to the world moments. But sometimes with all the negativity, sometimes you need a lighthearted story. And good on Jamie Dunning for discovering this puffin discovery. Who would have thought that they glow in the dark? But that is an amazing feature. And sometimes you just need a cute animal to make you smile at the end or the beginning of the week, right? So that is it for me, guys. I'm Buki for hashtag Lastweek. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to all our social media channels, and we will trend with you next week.
Audio Jungle.